Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. New doubts about Paul Pogba's future. Man United are growing increasingly concerned that Pogba will not sign a new contract. Pogba's current contract at Man United expires next year. Now, not so long ago, Pogba rejected a new contract at Manchester United. Reports came out the other week saying that Pogba rejected a new £50 million contract offer at Manchester United, so reflecting on that, he's set to leave. Sky Sports said that Pogba is increasingly unlikely to sign a new contract. Solskjaer gave us an update on Pogba's contract situation not so long ago, and he said that Man United still remain in talks with Pogba's representatives over a new contract. Now, Mauricio Pochettino has been quizzed on Paul Pogba's transfer from Man United again. Pochettino plays down PSG's interest in Pogba. He says PSG are the favourites to sign Pogba this summer. PSG have held talks with Pogba's representatives. PSG are willing to offer around £45 million. Not so long ago, Pogba was discussing the personal terms with PSG. PSG want to partner Pogba alongside Wijnaldum in their midfield. Mino Raiola has offered Liverpool a chance to sign Pogba this summer. Mino Raiola made Liverpool aware that Pogba can be signed this summer. Liverpool responded immediately. They're not interested in getting a deal done this summer, but they may consider going for him in January. Liverpool are looking for an adequate replacement for Wijnaldum. I'm very sceptical that Pogba would go to Liverpool. Man United must pay $15 million in wages to Pogba to sell up. Now, Sky Sports recently said that Pogba sees a long-term future at Man United, but may wait on the contract extension. Pogba has had a long-running transfer saga. He hasn't only been linked with PSG and Liverpool, he's also been linked to Real Madrid. He's been linked with his former club Juventus. He did enjoy 4 good years with Juventus before he rejoined Man United. Barcelona have been in for him, and Inter Milan were in for him before. I reckon we want around 60 million if we are to sell him in this summer transfer window. Man United stars have been working hard to persuade Pogba to stay at the club. He said last week that Pogba had told his Man United teammates that he's made a decision whether he's staying at Man United or signing for PSG. He told the Man United squad that he's waiting to finalise details with Man United. Pogba's endured 5 seasons at Man United since he rejoined. is our most expensive sign at the moment because we paid £89 million for him. He's won 3 trophies at the club. We had Pogba when he was a lot younger under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, but we had to let him go due to limited appearances. Mino Raiola has been desperate to get Pogba out of the club. He did a lot of talking last season. Don't forget he made an announcement back in December last year regarding Pogba. He says Pogba's career at Man United is over. He said he was unhappy and he has to leave and he's got no intentions of extending his contract. So that's more news on Paul Pogba. We have identified Saul Niguez as a potential replacement for Pogba. Saul Niguez representatives have flown to the UK to hold talks with Man United. Man United and Liverpool are leading the race. Man United and Liverpool will table offers for Niguez. Atletico Madrid want between 35 million to 40 million. Saul Niguez has a gentleman's agreement in place with Atletico Madrid. There's a good chance he'll be our next signing. Saul Niguez has a 128 million release clause. Atletico Madrid are going to get nowhere near his release clause. He's got a contract with Atletico Madrid until 2026, because back in 2017 he signed a 9-year contract. Saul Niguez joined Atletico Madrid in 2008, so he's been with them for a good 13 years or so, risen up their academy. He's made over 200 appearances in La Liga. Niguez can be deployed as a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder. But he does want to make a move to the Premier League. Manchester United are also trying to get Eduardo Camavinga from Rennes. I think he'd be a good adequate replacement for Pogba. I've heard that Eduardo Camavinga wants to make a move to PSG. Fabrizio Romano recently said that Man United have had direct contact with Eduardo Camavinga, but it's not progressing. He says Man United love Camavinga and were interested in him. He recently said we'd been dealt a blow in our pursuit of Camavinga because it said Camavinga's preference is a move to Spain over Man United. Rennes are prepared to sell Camavinga for 30 million. His current contract at Rennes expires next year. Solskjaer's priority now is to get a midfielder in. Yesterday I gave you the news on Ruben Neves from Wolves. Ruben Neves has hinted that he's made a decision on his future. He appears to have culled any talk of a transfer away. I think he's happy at Wolves and he's revealed his excitement to work alongside Bruno Lage. He recently said Wolves are ready to sell Ruben Neves. They will accept £35 million. Says Man United are leading Arsenal in the race to sign Neves. I'd certainly take Neves at Man United though, because he'll improve us. He's still young, he's got a lot of development in him, plus he's well Premier League proven, which is beneficial. His performances for Wolves have been superb. He's enjoyed, 3 seasons at Wolves? Wolves got him from Porto back in 2017. Wolves paid 15.8 million for Neves. He's got a contract with Wolves until 2024 and he's made 151 appearances in the Premier League. Don't forget, Wolves lost Diego Jota last year to Liverpool, and Wolves have struggled without him. They also lost Matt Doherty. Man United was in for Declan Rice, but I think we're now giving up on Rice. Manchester United may announce Rafael Varane's shirt number today. Fabrizio Romano did say over the weekend that Rafael Varane will fly to Manchester from Madrid on Monday, which is today, but Varane will have to quarantine. Romano said though the medical and the deal will be done this week. Last Friday, Rafael Varane posted a farewell message to Real Madrid. Last Tuesday, it got announced that Man United confirmed that they'd reached an agreement with Real Madrid to sign Varane. Both clubs agreed an initial fee of £34 million, rises up to £43 million with add-ons. Varane agreed a 4-year contract with Man United. There's an option of a further year. We've doubled Varane's wages. He will receive £250,000 a week at Man United. Yeah, Varane is our third signing of this summer transfer window. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. And I can assure you will exceed expectations in the Premier League. What a centre-back partnership that will be, Varane and Harry Maguire, because they'll complement each other very well. Varane's highly experienced. He's got a great pedigree as a player, won a lot of trophies. Real Madrid won like La Ligas, Champions Leagues, the Coupe de Rey, FIFA Club World Cup was it? And back in 2018, he won the World Cup with France and he's won 79 caps. But he was a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He enjoyed 10 years with them, made 360 appearances in all competitions. His current contract at Real Madrid was due to expire next year. Real Madrid did get Varane from Lens back in 2011. We went in for Varane back in 2011 under the Sir Alex Ferguson era. We also went in for him back in 2018 because if you do remember, Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move. But Manchester United now must sell some players to finance more incomings. Man United are enjoying a very good summer transfer window because Solskjaer is getting the players he wants to recommend in. And it's about time Solskjaer got the backing he deserves, because he wasn't backed enough for such a long time. Solskjaer did recently confirm more signings are coming. So reflecting on that, Man United are not yet finished in this summer transfer window. Solskjaer did say that he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window. But so far we have made 3 signings, brought Tom Heaton in on a free transfer from Villa, brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund, and we've brought Rafael Varane in from Real Madrid. And so far Solskjaer has spent over 100 million in this summer transfer window. The players I think we should offload is Alex Telles, because Alex Telles hardly plays. He made 23 appearances for Man United last season. Telles has been subjected to transfer speculation. It said not so long ago that Inter Milan wanted him on loan. A few weeks ago, Sky in Italy said that Roma were in talks to sign Alex Telles as a replacement for the injured Leonardo Spinazzola. Telles has only enjoyed 1 season at Man United. When we got Telles last year, I expected him to be our first choice left back immediately. And the reason we brought Telles in was to provide competition for Wan-Bissaka. As you all know, Telles is set to miss the start of the season with an ankle injury he sustained in training the other week. So he's going to miss the games against Leeds, Southampton and Wolves. We got Telles for 15.4 million. He's got a contract with Man United until 2024. Brandon Williams, I'm expecting Man United to loan him out to gain him more experience and to get him a lot more opportunities, because Williams is our 3rd choice left back. He seldom plays for us. I think we definitely need to offload Phil Jones, but we may not be offloading Jones now, reflecting on what Solskjaer recently said regarding Jones. Jones hasn't played for Man United since January. But Jones has always been inconsistent. You know, he doesn't get in our 11, and Jones is the only outfield player that's still with us from the Ferguson era. He's been a long-serving player at Man United. He's enjoyed 10 years at the club. I said I think Axel Tuanzebe needs to go. He is going because we have agreed to let him go out on loan. I think we want 5 million to let Tuanzebe go out on loan, and I heard that Newcastle are interested in him. Delors needs to go as well. We did get Delors from Porto. We brought him in under the Jose Mourinho era. We loaned Delors out to AC Milan last season. Andres Pereira, I think we're going to be offloading him. He was out on loan with Lazio last season. I heard that he's interested in making a move to Turkish side Fenerbahce. I want us to offload Nemanja Matic, but I don't think we're going to. I think Matic is going to be remaining at Man United for next season. I've always had my strong reservations about Matic because he's always been a static player. He's ageing up. Analysing the vast majority of his games at Man United, he's been inconsistent, and he's not one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that he still seems to get his chances. We got Matic for 40 million from Chelsea back in 2017. Donny van der Beek's another player we're going to offload. I'm not too sure what's happening with him. Well, the last time I read up it said that Van der Beek will snub interest from like France, Germany and Italy to remain at Man United. I think Van der Beek's a good player. He was good at Ajax, but I haven't really had much of a perception on him at Man United because he hasn't started enough games. He only started but 4 games in the league last season. Most of Van der Beek's appearances have come from the bench. We got Van der Beek for 40 million from Ajax. He's got a contract with Man United till 2025 and he's versatile. He can play in 3 different roles. Martial, he's another player Man United need to offload, but personally I don't think we're going to offload him. I think he's going to stay at Man United for the new season, especially with Rashford out until October, because obviously Rashford is having surgery on his shoulder. I just don't think Martial's no longer good enough to represent the club. It's my opinion, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. Jesse Lingard, we've got to offload him. Solskjaer did hint not so long ago that Martial and Lingard have a role to play at Man United for the new season. And was it after our 2-1 win against Derby, which was our first pre-season friendly game, Solskjaer said Lingard will be part of Man United for the new season. Lingard's current contract at the club expires next year. I reckon we want around 30 million for Lingard. West Ham do want him, but they've been struggling to meet our asking price. He had a 4-month loan spell with West Ham last season. Everton have also entered the race. Juan Mata, I think we should offload him, but not so long ago Juan Mata extended his contract with Man United until June 2022, so he signed a 1-year deal. Mata has lost that yard of pace. He's ageing up and he doesn't get in our 11. But I reckon he's had a good career at Man United. Mata has been with us now over 7 years. We got him for 40 million from Chelsea back in 2014. At the first part of last season, Mata rejected an 18 million a year contract offer to play in Saudi Arabia. So, there you go. The new season is massive for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he is aware of that. Solskjaer's got big expectations to exceed in the new season. Solskjaer's definitely got to win a trophy at Manchester United next season, because he's not yet won a trophy as Man United manager. We haven't won a trophy since 2017, and that's nowhere near good enough to our standards. And I think Solskjaer's got to improve his decision making next season, because in a lot of the games he's managed so far at Man United, he has been tactically naive. Well, Solskjaer's ambition for the new season is to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago now. Obviously, United fans are very sceptical that we're going to win a title under Ole, or win anything under Ole, should I say. We have played 3 pre-season friendly games. Obviously, we won 1, we drawn 1, and we lost 1. We conceded 7 goals in 3 pre-season friendly games, which you can say is a concern, but I'm not bothered about pre-season. It's just building fitness levels up and it's preparing for the new season. We've got 1 pre-season friendly game left. That's Everton on the 7th of August. We were supposed to be playing Preston in a pre-season friendly, but it got called off due to COVID. I think, the signings of Varane and Sancho do make Man United title contenders. But my perception hasn't changed on Solskjaer. I still don't think he's the long-term manager for Manchester United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. These United fans that are Ole in, there's also United fans that are Ole out. I've criticised Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United, but I've obviously had my reasons behind it. I think the club made a massive mistake giving Solskjaer that new 3-year contract last weekend, because I can assure Solskjaer won't see out this new contract. I'm expecting Solskjaer to get sacked at some point next season. You know, if we do decide to eventually sack Solskjaer, who's going to come in to replace him? I think we need someone who's going to suit the strappings of the club and someone who's got that big club arrogance. You know, Solskjaer has been in charge of Manchester United now for almost 3 years. I am surprised he's still Man United manager, because we've endured very bad periods under him where he's been extremely close to getting sacked, and we lost the Europa League final to Villarreal last season. But like I said before, the reason he's still Man United manager is because he's a club legend, so you can say that's what's basically saved his job. But he's learned different things, Solskjaer, reflecting how long he's been at the club. Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin, and he knew he had a lot to do when he came in. Yes, we did appoint him in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Manchester United manager since March 2019. Ole is our best manager since Ferguson. You know, these things I've got to credit Ole for. You know, not all negativity regarding him. You know, I think Ole has made good signings as Man United manager. He's brought 13 players in now and he's spent just over 400 million. You know, he's got rid of a lot of players since he's come in, which he knew he had to do. I like the way he's developed the youth. Solskjaer has more or less given everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players. In Solskjaer's first full season, he got us to 3 semi-finals and got us a 3rd place finish. In his second full season, he got us to the EFL Cup, Europa League final. Sorry, that was his first major final as Man United manager. He got us to the EFL Cup semi-final last season, the FA Cup quarter-final. Got us a 2nd place finish last season, and last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League. But don't get me wrong, I've got my concerns about Ole as well. But I'm just surprised that, you know, the Glazers are backing Solskjaer in this summer transfer window, because like I've mentioned before, the Glazers have been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. A lot of United fans were demanding the Glazers out. A lot of United fans were protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season, because there was plan to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League, and Solskjaer did reveal towards the end of last season that the Glazers apologised. The Glazers have put Man United in so much debt though. They've been at the club for 16 years or so. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Joe Glazer attended a fans forum on the 4th of June, a couple of months ago. It was his first attendance in, 15-16 years, and he promised Man United supporters that Solskjaer would get the funds that are available. And, you know, Woodward, he's been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. It said Woodward's leaving Man United. Woodward's had like a 16-year association with the club. But like I've said to you, when we have been inconsistent and when we are inconsistent, not all of the blame stems from Solskjaer. There's obviously certain players that have had to take responsibility, because there's still some players at Man United that are not good enough to represent the club. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.